I don't think we've done a very good job establishing the foundational skills and education necessary for tackling the internet, let alone all of these additional new tools that have been thrown at us in the last 5 to 10 years. I sat on the committee writing the digital citizenship curriculum for my district, and that was within the last 10 years when we finally sat down and said, this is what we're going to try and teach. And whether it's being implemented with fidelity has yet to really be understood. But at the high school level, we see this huge issue where kids never got these lessons. Kids never, we assumed they grew up with it, so they knew how to use it. We weren't necessarily teaching things anymore. And it's interesting to see something as simple as typing skills that high schoolers don't have, because we don't have the time in school to teach that anymore. And it's assumed that because everyone has a computer, they know how to do it. And then COVID came along and we went 1-to-1 overnight, literally. And many districts are still trying to do that, yet are struggling to put policies in place to manage the computers, to address student behaviors, on top of social media, which is another layer of digital citizenship that is greatly impacting the school environment. And now we've added ChatGPT, and there's just so much changing that the lessons, the foundational skills that need to be taught at the young level, like these are things that, you really need to address here, because by the time you're in high school, the classes are so content-based, right? What time do we have in our 8 classes that are math, science, English, business? They have content they have to address. And I absolutely agree that the classes need to implement those skills as part of their lessons. And that is part of my job. And we try to do that, but things are changing so quickly and there's barely enough time to write the content-based curriculum than actually apply ISTE standards and all the other technology skills that need to be taught explicitly, and then to train teachers who don't know the technology on what those skills are. There's so many layers that go into actually doing it well or at all that it is virtually impossible to keep up with right now.
And it's going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it since the 80s. If it used to be 10 years between new technologies, then 7 years, then 5. Now it's like every quarter there's something new. So we're here having this conversation about generative AI. What I guarantee 2 years from now, this will be old news. So it is overwhelming the human experience, which impacts teaching, impacts jobs, and impacts kids. We can't keep up with it.